Hey, hey. All righty there. What up, bro?
What up, family?
I ain't shit, man. Just left the grocery store. Had to buy me some motherfucking shit. I've been having my taste for salads. I gotta make my salads, man. I
Hey,
have
what you
like
had for lunch today?
right, man. I have a motherfucker like one of them pregnant woman cravings, man. I had to have a salad, and it was so funny because they done shut down all the salad bars, right? Because of this fucking COVID shit. All the open salad bars shut down in my grocery stores. So I gotta make my own. And my fucking sister-in-law been teasing me the whole time, talking about too much money on salads anyway. I should have been doing this the whole time. So she's enjoying the shit. I'm not. I don't know the fuck. I like just being able to grab my little bit of shit, make my salad for the day, be good.
And go on about your business.
Right. My brother, shit. I don't know where Jeff at. I guess we'll start cooking till Jeff get on. But, man, bro, I know that we gonna jump right into it. So, of course, we saw the Brian Flores situation yesterday in real time. Now, before I let everybody know how I found out about it, I was at dinner with my granddaughter and my son yesterday. So we sitting at this little place, Miller's Ale House. Girl get something to eat. And I'm looking up at ESPN. There's a breaking news. Brian Flores is suing the NFL for racism. I'm like, oh, okay. And then the first thing I thought was, hold up. Ain't that nigga that pleased to fuck with Kenny Stills after Kenny Stills called out Jay-Z for his working with the NFL behind Kaepernick's back? So I was the first thing. So when I noticed that, I noticed earlier, I said, hold the fuck up. I don't know if this is the right guy. So I noticed what you said when you said, oh, so motherfuckers is lunching out for Brian Flores, but don't got no energy for Kaepernick. I see what niggas' energy is. And when I seen that, I said that shit. When I seen that, I said, damn, okay, somebody else feel where the fuck I'm coming from. Cause this is bullshit.
It's the truth, though.
And this is what I want to say. I am not. What's up, Jeff?
What up, Jeff?
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Good, bro. Man. Good. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not against what he calling out. I'm not. But you know what I'm against? Being an opportunist. Now, when Colin Kaepernick was doing this shit and putting his ass on the line, where the fuck was you, Brian Flores? Where the fuck was you? So that was my first thing. My second thing was, okay, Brian Flores, that motherfucker Brian Flores, he did that shit against Kenny Stills. Then he was working for Ross. Stephen Ross. Yeah, and we know Stephen Ross not only had a fundraiser for Trump the first time, but he had one for him the second time.
But didn't Stephen Ross have to make those wasn't he the same owner that made those Castro comments?
Yeah. So, okay, Stephen Ross, we got him. Then I read an article where he was talking about, no, I support, Brian Flores says, I support the fucking protest that the players are doing. Me being a black and Hispanic man. And then my antennas went up. Because I said black and Hispanic. Nobody says that unless they're trying to otherize themselves. Like, I have a problem with a chick that say she mixed. She say I'm black and Jamaican. I'm like, nigga, that means, so you black and black? What the fuck does that mean? But he tried to otherize himself. So I looked in his background, and of course, he's standing smiling next to a Becky. So now my motherfucker problem is this. He's absolutely right about the hiring process and the joke that the Rooney Rule really is. The Rooney Rule only says that I got to interview a nigga, not hire him. So I agree with that. I understand the premise in which he's doing it, but I don't know if this is the right messenger. And I brought you two guys on here because I've noticed what y'all said. I noticed what y'all said when y'all said, hey, man, this shit ain't consistent.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to Brian Flores being down here, I'm very knowledgeable on him just in terms of being a Dolphins fan. He's a good coach as far as a player. But when you brought up that Kenny Stills situation, and this is actually my Facebook a lot of brothers have not forgotten that situation. A lot of brothers remember that vividly, and a lot of people actually turned off a little bit that he's being viewed as, like what he's not. Somebody that really took a stance, that really did it, that was really about principle. Nah, he's not that. I do fight for what he is fighting for and what he's standing up for. I'm all with it. But as far as him being the messenger or the right guy, from even the story and everything he's suing for within itself means that he's a very, very knowledgeable brother, man. He's a guy that's been moving through the rooms of white supremacy for a very, very long time. Nothing caught him off guard. He was literally prepared almost if something like this were to happen. So when I see that, I see a very calculated dude, it makes what he did to Kenny Stills that much worse, man. Because I think he's a very, very thorough brother. And I even think long-term wise, while he knows he might never coach in the NFL again, I wouldn't be surprised if he end up coaching for some HBCU or something of that nature, man. I think he's that much of a calculated person, in my
opinion. I swear to God, Sayless, I said that today. I told my partner at work that I think he's gonna end up coaching. And I say HBCU. When you say HBCU, I think he's gonna end up coaching at a university, a D1 school.
Nah, he might get that, and if he gets a big enough offer, I think he'll take it. Well, I think he'll go to HBCU route.
Wow.
It makes too much sense for the way he moves. The way the hype around it is, the way he can continue to push this, because, bro, he's not a guy that would do this without like a plan. Like, I'm just gonna do it. Right. Even what he's suing for or what they want, right? Optically, he did it very well. Like, if you take away the situation, you see what he's actually fighting for. It's legitimate. It's very well thought out. Everything about this is really thorough.
But look what he did. Like, so I went and I actually went and watched the little interview he did today. I looked at a lot of commentators today. I even watched Colin Cowherd. I can't stand that motherfucker. But I even watched what he had to say. Colin Cowherd, you got people on Fox riding behind you. That's when I started seeing, like, damn. So you actually got, I'm seeing Stephen A., who I don't like. And the guys they even brought Angela Rao on today. Like, they actually got a lot of people getting behind him. And my whole thing today was, like, I think what he's doing is things are going to change because of what he's doing. But
I don't know about that.
I promise you it is, because he has one thing I can say. I was looking at, he got a legitimate, like, he literally has a legitimate lawsuit. He will win. The text message from Bill Belichick, that right there is damning enough. That's all he needs. He's gonna win with that text message. Bill Belichick was texting Brian, another one of his coaches, congratulations on a head coaching job before.
Yeah, Brian Dobo.
Yeah, Brian Dobo. But Brian Flores was interviewing like 3 days later. But old boy had already got hired for the job. So, that text message alone is damning enough. Not only do you have that text message, but you have evidence of Stephen Ross offering him $100,000 for every game he loses to lose games. That's gonna almost cause him to lose his team, maybe, or he's just gonna lose some draft picks. We know how the NFL is, but you got stuff like that. It's gonna be bad, and things are gonna change just because of that. But like you said, the messenger is my problem, because you was the same one. You were going after your player, trying to challenge him over some Jay-Z, or playing Jay-Z, nigga. You remember that?
Yes, sir. And real quick, before you continue, real quick, I want to make this one point, right? When you look at in regards to what he's fighting for, which I don't think things would change almost, he's not going after money based on what I saw from the lawsuit. Maybe I'm mistaken, right? It's all systemic things that would change the entire hiring process that I doubt the NFL would even entertain. What he did, this is why, to go back to the thorough, he wants to change like the entire hiring practice of what they do. That's why, to me, this was so calculated. When I think he'll go to HBCU, he's not trying to get money. I think it would have been way easier for him to get broken off than what he's actually fighting for in the lawsuit, in my opinion.
Yeah, let me stop you. He is suing for compensatory value.
He is? Oh, never mind.
Good. Stay ready. Good.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it is some compensation involved. It's a class action lawsuit. So not only is he trying to get him paid, he's trying to get a lot of other black coaches. I think Hue Jackson was named in it. I know it was another coach. I can't think of who it was.
Leslie Frazier.
Yeah, Leslie Frazier. And it's a bunch of unanimous coaches. I think it's some coaches that are in the league right now, like defensive coordinators, Eric Bieniemy. Some of those are unanimous right now. So you're not going to know of a lot of the other coaches, but it's all is putting they face in the forefront. The issue, like I said, is the messenger. I really do. Like, I don't have nothing against what he's doing. We need that to happen. We've been needing that to happen for years. I wish Jim Caldwell would have been one of the first ones to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was that coach that was getting jobs, changing teams around. When the last time the Detroit Lions had a winning season before him?
Come on, you saw what they did with Matt after him, man. Yeah. Caldwell came in, literally had the Lions be as successful as they've been in shit. I don't know when.
With nobody.
Had one bad year. And it's a common theme. We see this throughout all black coaches, right? They'll come in a very bad situation, make the team relevant, have one slip up, right? If they're even able to make it to two, right? Then they drop them, bring somebody in now who's in a good position, right? In a good situation, and they get to take that over. They get to Steve Kerr the situation. They get to Nick Nurse the situation. They get to literally come into a good situation and finish it off and get all the credit. Same thing happened with Jim Caldwell. Only thing is, the guy that came in after him was even worse, but they kept him longer.
Facts. Hey, guys, let me ask y'all this, okay? Because we all in consensus that the messenger is the problem. Now, I know with me, the sense that I got, my biggest problem with it was this, y'all. It seems like a lot of, I have a problem with white supremacy, racism, white supremacy in the NFL when it was happening to Kaepernick. But when it happened to me, everybody got to go down. Am I the only person that is getting that feeling, or how y'all feel about that?
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a whole lot of saltiness going on, man. And I'm gonna be real. I feel them. Like, again, like, to go back to what I was saying earlier, you build up a team. They're gonna bring in somebody white. They're gonna do a good job. If they don't, it's okay. They'll just get another white person. But they do a good job, they're gonna get all the credit. I think that right there, while I understand it, that's why he got hot, man. When the only jobs available started to become Jacksonville, and he started looking at that cycle. And literally, because of the groundwork that guys like Kaepernick did by being willing to take a chance like that, bro, he looked at the opportunity, he looked at the situation, he looked where his career was going. And to me, yeah, it's not no noble, this is for everybody. This was, I see where this is going to go. I see what they've done to people like me. and I'm gonna take it like, yo, I'm gonna basically blow it up. I'm gonna blow it up and do something about it, I guess, man. But I don't know if I can give him a noble, if things had went his way and he knew he was still messed up, would he have said or done anything? I don't think so.
Look at David Culley. David Culley came in
Come on.
year with the Texans, bro.
Come on, man.
He had a good year too. Be the
but that
sorriest team in the league. He
nah,
had them. Huh?
Nah, go ahead, bro.
I say he had them looking like they got a chance to be something with nobody's. He didn't have his quarterback. They gave us their running back because they cut him. They didn't have DeAndre Hopkins. The defense was trash because most of them retired. Bunch of free agents they signed just to build a team real quick so they can
tell them what they did, man.
Number one pick.
Tell them what really happened. Bill O'Brien ruined that team, man.
Yeah.
He literally traded away all their good players, got nothing back for it, and he made something out of that trash ass team that Bill O'Brien left, and they fired him.
In one season. Name one white head coach that would have happened to. One.
Look, he literally had to have every scandal in the fucking world to get fired after 1 year, and he didn't have any experience talking about Urban Meyer. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree with that. Now, guys,
to be honest with you, hold on. Did Urban Meyer get fired or did he resign?
Oh, shit, he got fired. He got fired.
Okay. I remember because he normally resigned real quick.
He got fired. Because Shad Khan had to because of the shit. All the extra shit. But look, have y'all noticed that the media is taking a totally different approach with this guy other than than they did with Colin Kaepernick? When Colin Kaepernick came out, it was vitriol. It was, why is he doing this now? He's just mad because about he's mad about his contract. I was like, huh? Who would do this because of their contract? And what is this for? This is to say black people matter more. Now, keep in mind, the vitriol for Kaepernick was constant and ongoing, and people claimed he was doing it for himself, to make himself a star. Never mind that the only people that Colin Kaepernick was speaking up for was regular black people. This guy is speaking up for millionaire black guys who, if we're going to be honest, ate shit on purpose their whole career. We all know about the NFL's hiring practices. Like Mahari said, the fucking Rooney Rule has been a joke. What other rules say, look, you got to at least interview a nigga. You don't got to hire him, but you got to interview him. Like
LVZ, what job has that? Name a job that has that.
Thank you. So what I'm noticing is the media is treating him like what he's doing is a service for the black community. No, you just gonna help 7 or 8 black guys get a job. What Kaepernick was doing was much more meaningful. And I want to know if y'all notice the tone of the media and why y'all think the media is acting like that. Sayless, you can go there, stay ready, go on and cap it up for.
Oh, yeah. Like the reason the situations are different, right? One, because Kaepernick took a lot of those bullets already. He took a lot of those bullets, and I think at the end of it all, even the people who try to pretend admit he was right? You guys, unless we talk about some of the extreme ones, he took a lot of those bullets. That's one. The other thing is, this one is a beautiful thing, right? Where this is just me. I might be looking at it too deeply. It's something like we all know it's been there. It's one of the very few things where even racist men haven't even been able to argue how the hiring practice in the NFL even makes sense. It's the only one that we can all objectively, universally look at, and we all see it. The reason that the media can even do all this, because while we all see it, this is what I think the consensus, this is what a lot of people were saying, even Shannon Sharpe and players, nothing's going to change. We all see it. We all understand it's there. And it's all cool to pom-pom, yay, Flores, whatever. But at the end of the day, nothing's going to change. Heck, really, like at best, maybe one or two more gets hired. Systemically, it doesn't change anything. Kaepernick, what he was fighting for, was just a completely different level.
Yes, indeed. Go ahead, stay ready.
How the media is treating this compared to what Kaepernick is treating this. Number one, you got to look at they use Kaepernick as a mortar. They tried to use the whole kneeling and disrespecting the flag as the reason why they were hating Kaepernick. But to be honest with you, they was hating him because he was right. They was hating him because they was riding with the police. They know the police was doing shit bad, but they don't want to admit it. And they start throwing their Black Lives Matter tag on him. Kaepernick don't even support Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Brian Flores is a corporate nigga. I'm gonna just put it out there like it is. He a corporate nigga. And we all know corporate niggas, house niggas, they all the same. And the media looking at him like he's one of them. White people are all looking at him like he's one of them. Like he might be us, but he's an ally to them. So the more that you can help them hire black people in those positions, you'll put more of them to be allies with them and against us. So when you, like you said earlier, LVZ, Kaepernick was doing things to help or help a majority of black people save lives, also helping them with their jobs, getting paid. That goes for convicted felons coming out. He's giving them suits to help go get a job. He's making sure they can sustain a life after being incarcerated. He's helping NFL players. He's over here. He's helping a multitude of black people. And you just mentioned Brian Flores is only helping what? 5, 6, really 3 or 4 black people, because it ain't gonna be no 6, 7 black coaches. It's 3 or 4. I'm never gonna get it. I don't think it's ever gonna be a day where I'm gonna see 4 or 5. 5, 6, 7, or 8 black coaches in the NFL. Not while I'm alive, anyway, because they still want to hold that white men are more powerful than niggas. They should be the ones in the offices telling these niggas what they need to be doing, because we all know niggas are the ones that run the NFL. Hell, look at the NBA. How many black head coaches is in the NBA? But that's a discussion for another day. But there's just something to get the people in the chat thinking.
Right. Look, okay, so I'm glad y'all both mentioned some of the sports shows. So today, I'm watching the sports talk shows, fellas. When I was sending y'all a little cliff note information, and one of y'all, and some of y'all seen my post, and I sent some of it to y'all. Oh, and for those who don't know, my thumbnail is Brian Flores and his wife. Yeah, we knew it was a Becky in it. But anyway, look, I noticed something, right? When I was looking at this, they're trying to give a wide berth to John Elway. Now, before I let y'all cook on this, let me get exactly all of the cliff notes I gave y'all for those who didn't see the post. Stephen A is trying to say that you can't really say John Elway is racist because he named the fucking Broncos. But yes, you can. Let's go through a lineage of John Elway. John Elway was the guy who said Colin Kaepernick turned down his offer to be a Bronco, and as far as that's concerned, he don't get another chance. The problem with that was it was a trade deal from San Francisco to Denver, where Kaepernick was scheduled the next year, if he stayed with San Francisco, to make $26 million. Now, to make $26 million, what ended up happening, Denver offered $14 million to him if he get traded there. He would have to take a $12 million pay cut. Who the fuck gonna do that? He turned the trade down and stayed at San Francisco, got his $26 million, went into free agency. The rest is history. John Elway lied about that, and John Elway's lie actually helped Kaepernick win his settlement. Then we fast forward to Neil Gorsuch, the white supremacist Supreme Court judge. He wrote a letter to Trump's DOJ saying, hey, look, this guy's got my okay. So we know John's political affiliation. And then when we talk about the black coach, Vance Joseph got 2 years and was fired effective immediately. And part of the 2 years, I believe this to be true. Vance Joseph was chosen because people was calling John Elway a white supremacist. And he picked up Vance Joseph for enough time to get people off of him and then fired him so he could find another coach. Just like how Mahari put in there, the Raiders had already selected John Gruden to be their coach. They flew some black guy in for an interview when the whole world already knew he was going to be the coach. So
they knew John Gruden was going to be the coach. They offered John Gruden 10 years, $100 million while he was still on air at ESPN before they interviewed a soul.
Exactly. So what I want to know is, why are they trying to give John Elway a wide berth? I mean, we know the Giants' history. They done had one black quarterback in their whole history. And we know what was the other team, the Dolphins. We know about Stephen Ross. But why is Stephen A, we understand Shannon Sharp, but why is Stephen A trying to give John Elway a wide berth? What do y'all think?
Yeah, I don't know about the for Shannon, we know why, man. Like you said, for Shannon, we all know why. That's his guy. He ain't gonna try to throw him under the bus like that. But if you notice, man, before I get off of Shannon real quick, if you notice, he wouldn't just say, nah, ain't no way. He would never do that. Like, I know John. You notice he was very careful. Even when it came to when they asked him when he said he came late and John said like, yo, he didn't, and he was like, oh, well, I hope that's all he did. That wasn't no ring endorsement of, nah, there's no way he would do that. Like that didn't sound like that to me. But as far as Stephen A. Smith and the rest of them, I don't get it. I don't get what's so special about John Elway, man. He really hasn't been that good of a president, owner, whatever the heck he is. Only thing he really did was bring in Peyton Manning, and ever since then, he hasn't been able to figure out the quarterback situation for like over a decade now. So I don't know. I don't know what's so good about John Elway and why Stephen A. really taking up for him. Because if we're gonna hold all the other stories at face value, why would the John Elway situation be any different?
Hey Jeff, you my nigga, but I gotta call bullshit because everybody know why Stephen A. taking up for John Elway. Stephen A. is that type of nigga. He been that type of nigga. He's the type
no. Real quick before, I'm not surprised about that. I'm talking about why does he believe in Stephen Ross but not John Elway? That I don't understand. That the picking and choosing where he's believing one story and not the other, unless you don't believe none of it. But I think he believes some of the story and not. I just don't get why in particular for John Elway and not just everybody.
You know why? Because he actually said it on his show. I don't watch First Take. The only reason I watched it today is because I was interested in this Brian Flores situation. So I watched the clips on YouTube. But he said it. He didn't say that they was true or nothing. He said, if the allegations are
okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
So he ain't believe from nothing.
He did do that shit. He did do that shit, Jeff. If you watch the clips, but Jeff, if you watch the clips, am I lying? No, stay ready, because I watched them today for the first time too. Wasn't he trying to give John Elway all the leeway in the world?
All of it. When they talk about he was drunk, what did Keyshawn say? Well, you know, they probably went out the day before, and I don't believe he was late, bro.
Oh yeah.
If they went out the day before, why did you come in drunk? That's no excuse in a
I'm not riding for that.
It's no excuse to be late or drunk. I'm the one that's supposed to be on. You got to be on time because you need to be early because I got to be on time. It's no excuse, but y'all trying to give this man an excuse. Even Keyshawn Johnson. You never even played for the fucking Broncos. You was never even a receiver for John Elway. What the fuck is y'all taking up for this man? This man got something on y'all or something? Like, I ain't understand that myself. Why was y'all taking up for Stephen Ross? You was just saying, well, if he is, he need to get rid of the team. Why are you saying if? The motherfucker got proof. And then they didn't even jump on Bill Belichick. They just talked about the text messages. Y'all should have been all over this motherfucker's ass. He's the one that sent the text messages. Damning text messages congratulating another coach, and you ain't even got your interview yet. They should have been all over that motherfucker, but they haven't. This is Stephen A. This Keyshawn Johnson. Miley was sitting right there. They should have had Michael Irvin sitting right there so he could say something. But you know Michael Irvin ain't gonna say nothing because that motherfucker's a Jerry boy.
I'm about to say, well, what he gonna say when he loved one of the biggest white supremacists, Jerry Jones?
And you see,
and I like to thank all the moist motherfuckers for visiting the chat room. Thank you, you moist bitches. But this shit right here, y'all, when I'm looking at this whole situation, this whole Brian Flores situation, to me, this shit reeks of a bullshit publicity stunt almost, man. Like, okay, you had Kenny Stills there and a chance to say something about Jay-Z. You could have been talking about ownership and all of that right then and there. What you chose to do was troll him. Stephen Ross was putting money up for Donald Trump the second time. You could have spoke out then. You could have said, man, as one of the few black head coaches, I find it kind of disturbing when your owner supports, one of the most divisive people. You can give a PC statement that's still damning. You know what I'm saying?
He was never gonna do that, man. He was always gonna he was always gonna go along. If he felt like, man, I work hard and yada yada yada, he was gonna go along to get along as long as everything went according to plan. What ended up happening is he got hit with the reality that a lot of us face, man. We all know it, man. Either you're not qualified enough or you're overqualified. We know how this goes, man. So he hit that, working hard, just not enough to cut it, man. Being good, not enough to cut it. And that's what sparked everything, man. That whole rhetoric, that whole thing that he probably made. Again, I don't know his views, but let's just say he had that whole, y'all niggas complaining because y'all just don't work hard. He got hit with the real reality of what it can be for a lot of us. And I think that's what sparked everything, man, in my opinion.
Whoa, stay ready. Okay, I'm going to come to you off that because that's where we was going to go next. Thank you, Jeff. So stay ready, and Jeff. Family in the chat room. It doesn't escape me that this Negro's last name is Flores. It doesn't escape me that when asked about why you trolling Kenny Stills, he said being black and Hispanic from Brooklyn. When you see him other than Flores, you don't know no Hispanic is nowhere near him. And you also know that the Hispanic in his family got to be black as one of us. So I get to read. But do you think a moniker of this is a non-FBA wake-up call for him being one of those, like Jeff said, I work hard and I do everything I'm supposed to do. That ain't gonna happen to me. What you think, Stay Ready?
That's exactly what it is. It ain't gonna happen to me. Bro. That is the first thing a coon motherfucker is gonna think. That is not gonna happen to me. I do what everything Master say. I'm riding with Master. But one thing I'm gonna say about him is that boy kept receipts. Because deep down inside and in the back of his head, he knew something like this would happen. Like, I don't understand him believing it wasn't gonna happen. But we all know deep down inside, there's always a chance we either gonna be the first to be let go, or they're gonna find a reason to let our ass go just because one person don't like us, or one person is gonna set us up, or one person at the job that they just hired on. We beefing, but they gonna keep him and get rid of me instead because he new blood, even though I know more than him. It's always that in the back of our minds and in our hearts because look at the color of our skin. It's been like that. He got that last name Flores, and to be honest with you, that's just a moniker because y'all niggas too. Y'all was brought over here y'all was brought in on the Atlantic slave trade to the Caribbeans to the goddamn, however y'all want to do it, whether you say that was native or what, it was a part of the slavery. It was a part of slavery. He's Honduras. I see him say that he's Honduras. I thought he was Dominican. To be honest with you, he looked like a nigga to me. All that Afro Latino, y'all, all that Latino Hispanic. Why are y'all claiming people shit and they don't give a fuck about you? I got into it with a female I used to talk to because she's Honduras. And she said, well, y'all taking away from my Hispanic culture. Go to Honduras right now and tell me how they treat your black ass. Go to El Salvador and look how they treat the fair skin over the dark skin. They treat them dark skins bad. Go to Mexico right now and see how they treat darker skinned Mexican. Go over there to any of those Latino countries, any one of them, and see how they treat the darker skinned Latinos or Hispanic compared to the fair skin. But y'all give a fuck about y'all Hispanic culture.
What you got on it, Jeff?
Man, I think it's one of those where it's complicated, man.
It is complicated.
I know a lot of brothers like and say really, I'm with you. It's one of those where, on one hand, we can't say he didn't know. He was no dummy. Even from when they try to offer him 100,000, he ain't take that. When they try to do the meet on the boat, and in any type of way where it could be obvious or the thing could be linked back to him, he wasn't dumb. He knew that, okay, I accept the money, the 100,000. We suck. What do you do? The next year you fire me. So he knew how they viewed them. Did he hope that it would be different? Did in his mind sometimes he feel like, man, I'm not really black, I'm more Hispanic? Probably. I could definitely see that. But at the same time, it's weird because he never fooled himself enough, like you said, to not keep receipts. Yeah, like, so he knew, you know what I mean? Like, whether it was deep down inside, subconsciously, he knows. But that's what, to go back to the beginning, and that's why I really don't want him to be the face of this. I just would rather what they're quote unquote fighting for and just exposing. I'd rather that, because the fact that he understands everything so well, I can't it just goes back to the whole Kenny Still situation. I don't get it, man. That right, it makes it look so much worse because this is a brother that understands his environment and what's going on, but yet still chose to do that. So
right,
yeah, man.
Now, real quick with DSA, I see you keep asking this. Hey, chat, do y'all think Harbaugh will bring Cap with him going to the Vikings? I'm gonna let them answer first, and I'll answer later.
Hell no, man. Like what Cap did, and we all know that's kind of what goes like. Why I think ultimately nothing will change is where, or big picture, nothing will change. Maybe some minor changes, bro. We all know what the NFL is, man. They never let that nigga back in, man. That's just what it. Unless it's like on some like symbolic type shit, they're not letting that man play again, man. No way.
I tell y'all what, if y'all truly believe Kaepernick is coming back to the league, you sadly mistaken. It's been number one, it's been too long since he played. That's number one. Two, Harbaugh barely getting back in the league now as it is. You see, he was only tied to one team.
True. He rubbed people the wrong way too.
Huh?
He rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with how he coaches, whatever, and how he handles GM and owners. They not quick to let that man back in too. He's too unruly for them.
Yeah. Well, it's a difference. Balky was a piece of shit anyway, but that's a whole nother story. But I understand how he treated Balky. I would have treated that bitch ass in the same way. But I think what he's gonna do is probably bring in one of these unorthodox black quarterbacks, kind of like them Ohio quarterbacks, them Urban Meyer quarterbacks that don't really look good, and actually make them look like something. It's really gonna be hard for him to even try to bring somebody try to bring a Kaepernick in. So I guarantee it ain't gonna be nothing like that. I think that's an impossible fit.
Real quick, something I thought about with this whole movement, and one thing, if we're really gonna get behind it and demand, one thing we should throw in there for all the coaches while we're doing this, while we're gonna expose the NFL, their hiring practice and what they did, they should bring up Kaepernick in that situation as well, because that man took all the bullets for them to even have the courage to do what they're doing now. So if they're gonna do that and they're gonna want the public to get behind it because they feel as if because of who you are, how you look, that's why they're not getting jobs. We know why Cap is out the league, man. So if that's the case, I think that needs to be wrapped up in whatever it is that they're doing, if not legally, at least in terms of their messaging about one of the things that they want. And if they go through all that and these black coaches get a job and none of them hire Kaepernick, that's something we should hold them accountable for too. Because you can't go through all that, talk about how it's messed up, guys don't get a fair shake, and when you get in power, you do the exact same thing.
I will say this though, if any way that they bring Kaepernick in, which I really doubt this, like real strong, he'd have to come in as a coach, some type of coach, a quarterback coach, running back coach, something like that. That's the.
I'll give him a pass for that. I'll give him a pass. If a black coach did that, I'll give him a pass for that. He at least did that. But
if Jim Harbaugh did that, I'd give him a pass for it.
But hold on, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and say some shit. If you niggas think Jim Harbaugh is gonna bring black ass Kaepernick to Minnesota, white ass Minnesota, and get him to supplant the non-vax Kirk Cousins, who ain't never had no problem in Minnesota, and they not bothering him right now. Explain to me how the fuck he gonna just take that job? They gonna give it to him in white ass Minnesota. That's not happening. You got a better chance of a motherfucking Bill Clinton calling Donald Trump a peckerwood and saying that Biden is a white supremacist. Y'all that shit has sailed. I don't agree with Bert. The game not as Colin Kaepernick by. As a matter of fact, the game is more towards Colin Kaepernick. From what I see more mobile quarterbacks who can run and pass. That's turning up to be the new wave of quarterback in the NFL. So with that being said, man, please stop it. Look, let it go. Jim Harbaugh is not about to be the white savior. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen. But just for football, really, Colin Kaepernick is like a better version of what Jalen Hurts is right now, right? If people look at Jalen Hurts' game, I know people not high on him, but he literally started for an entire season last year. Colin Kaepernick is better than him. So if Hurts can be in the league, Cap can play.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff. That's what I mean. Look, he gave me a player. I ain't even been paying attention like that, but they did go to the playoffs, right? Didn't they go to the playoffs?
Yes, Eagles made the playoffs. They did.
So look, and so he better than a playoff quarterback. So y'all need motherfuckers know that. Like I just was saying this. I was saying to Mac earlier today. I said people ain't paying attention. Lamar Jackson holds a record that only he holds: 250 yards passing and over 150 yards rushing. And he broke the record of. Oh, that's right. Colin Kaepernick, when he sent motherfucker, what's his name, home? Oh, Aaron Rodgers. And then I keep watching clips. They talk about Aaron Rodgers lost his last 4 times in the championship game. And he got put out the playoffs the last 4 or 5 times. Skip Bayless was the only guy to mention, 2 of them was by Kaepernick.
Yep. 49 of them beat him like 6 times in a row.
So I look at this shit right here. Brian Flores, to me, is an opportunist. This more about it's happening to me and I did everything right. But like you said, he did great receipt taking. And all they keep talking about is this. Oh, the biggest thing to me is he was asked to throw games. That's not really big to me. You know why? I knew. I know. We know that teams throw games when they trying to get draft picks. We know that. We know that the year he was asking them to do that, Joe Burrow was coming out. They wanted to get Joe Burrow. So I totally agree with that. Now, but people keep talking about that for competition. No, the problem is a black coach. I started thinking about it. I said, damn, a lot of black coaches get the slumping at the end of their career. And they was good coaches at first, and they get the slumping, and get a good draft pick and get fired. That happened to Todd Bowles in the Jets.
But bro, that's why he didn't want to do it. When they wanted him to tank, he knew if he did that, he'll be fired the next year. We seen it. What's that last one that was in Arizona? Same thing happened to him when they got bum ass Josh Rosen, right? One bad year out of there. So he didn't fall for it. He knew that was gonna be his severance package.
Look how they did Todd Bowles.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I said. Look, that's what I wanted y'all to cook on. So how much of that? Because that's what I pulled out of the throw the games things. They using this to fire black coaches. Do y'all think that that's been happening to a lot of our coaches?
Here, I'll do you something better. I'm not saying they using black coaches to throw games. They using black coaches when they know they sorry, and as soon as they get the team the way they want to, fire them and bring in the coach they want.
Yep, it's a win-win. If they do well, all they do is they push it off. Jim Caldwell, man, you did a way better job than what you thought. The moment they have a slip up, right? The moment they could justify it, like Brian Flores. I mean, this is
Brian Flores had a win the season and got fired.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you one better, bro. Lovie Smith never had a season under 10-5 as a Chicago Bear. Why did he get fired?
You got to tell the whole story with mediocre quarterbacking at best.
Oh yeah, we talked about it with Rex Grossman and Kyle Orton.
Come on, man.
And hold on, and his best offensive weapon was Devin Hester with a running back from Cedric Benson. I'm a Cedric Benson fan because I've been watching him in high school. He was the number one running back in Texas. Went to the Longhorns, broke Ricky Williams' record. So I know who Cedric Benson was. But when he got to the NFL, he was garbage.
Come on, man. And again, it's a very repetitive and similar playbook, man. But yeah, for sure, that's the game plan. That seems to be the movement. Is if you're gonna get a black coach, bring him in. If he does great for you, excellent. And if he doesn't, fire him immediately soon after, and bring in the guy you really want. You even had Mike Tomlin never had a losing season. He was on the hot seat, man. Come on, man.
Well, hold on. He wasn't on the hot seat. The media made y'all think he was on the hot seat. Let me tell y'all something. Pittsburgh Steelers never fired a coach.
That's true. That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, the media talking about this shit a lot. But to be honest, Pittsburgh never fires there because Pittsburgh only had like 3 fucking coaches.
Yes, they never fired a coach.
Yeah, that was more so the media. Yeah, you're right. That was more so the media saying that shit. That's true.
But still, why are they so quick to get in there? Look, Stephen A. just sat in front of Marvin Lewis' face and said he the one that campaigned for him to get fired.
For years, bro. Yeah, he did. Yeah, for years.
He did. Think about it. The Bengals had to be shit for.
Go
ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this. You campaigned for Marvin Lewis to get fired, right? Because you said they need a change in Cincinnati, a black coach. But then you had a coach like Jeff Fisher. I'm a Tennessee Titan fan. We called Jeff Fisher Mr. 8-8 because he's the most mediocre coach in NFL history. He's literally 8-8.
Did he ruin Vince Young's career?
8-8.
Didn't Jeff Fisher ruin Vince Young's career?
Yeah, Jeff Fisher. That's why he got fired. He got fired because he ruined the future of our team quarterback. If he wouldn't have did that, he wouldn't have got fired. But yeah,
You think about it.
But you'll
I'm
see
gonna go back.
try to get him fired.
I'm gonna go back in the days on y'all when Art Shell got hired with the Raiders, right? Because I, as a kid, my favorite player was Marcus Allen. That's how I became a Chiefs fan. So Art Shell goes to the Raiders. Art Shell turned the Raiders around. Al Davis, because he had a personal vendetta with Marcus, made Art Shell not play Marcus Allen, and Art Shell suffered his whole career like that and never got another job with another team because people didn't know Art wasn't allowed to coach. Art wasn't allowed to coach. Art Shell actually made the Raiders better when he became the coach. He made sorry-ass Jay Schrader a pretty decent quarterback. He worked Bo and Marcus Good together, and they still handcuffed the man and never gave him another job anywhere else.
Bro, that's something you see a lot too, where when they'll bring in a black coach, but then they're gonna pick your staff for you, right? So you bring in a black coach, but you get to pick their defensive coordinator. You get to pick their offensive coordinator. They literally come in set up to fail, man. There's times where I'm trying to remember who, but I think they'll bring in a coordinator who they plan on replacing Buddy with. It's literally like a half of the time when these guys are getting jobs, they're just placeholders, man. They're there to either fail and get replaced or do well and replace them with somebody that they actually want, man.
Exactly. That's why Tony Dungy is the first Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
That's why Tony Dungy is the first Mark Jackson. And that's why, thank goodness he was such a good buck dancer, or he never would have got that other job to get him a Super Bowl in Indianapolis.
Bro, we see this all throughout, man. Look what the Lakers did to Ty Lue, man. You remember, like, with the whole situation with Ty Lue, this guy, they refused to get this man a 5-year contract. He had to bet for himself. This man won an NBA championship because the NBA not too far behind. The NBA, they kind of skating right now because they're almost at 50%, but they had that problem too. Ty Lue couldn't get a job, man. How you win a championship and can't get a job, man?
But Jeff, it wasn't even, it was worse than that. Because look, before the Lakers, it was the damn Cavaliers.
Yep.
It was the damn Cavaliers. Remember, he had just won a championship. LeBron was going to lead. He thought that he was going to have the full ability to be there to help the rebuild. They fired his ass after one season where they was losing, but they didn't have LeBron. That's what every team literally did after LeBron left. They didn't fire Eric Spoelstra.
Remember, in that season, they was trying to control who he played. Remember, they were trying to control his lineups. I don't know if you remember, that was the issue that the Cavs had with him because he was trying to win, but they wanted him to play the guys that they wanted him to.
Earlier I asked the question, how many black coaches in the NBA? And y'all said 14. The majority of the league is black. Y'all got 14 black head coaches. It's 30 NBA teams, and that's less than 50%. That's a
look, but still, come on. With everything considered, pro sports in America, unfortunately, we can't complain about that. That's actually good.
Yeah, because NFL, you got one right now. Yeah,
right, we got one with 32 teams.
Let's keep it real though, because this is one of the reasons that I have a problem with Brian Flores. Brian Flores actually got the Houston Texans job.
He did.
Bro, he the leading candidate. They've been paying that shit in the news before this damn this lawsuit was ever thought of, bro.
Yeah, but it was a bad look following up the black coach that they just fired, right?
I don't know what it was for, but he had.
That's what I'm believing. I'm believing for real. I'm believing that he knew he got another inside track that they wasn't going to hire him there neither. He was just going to get the second look, but they was going to go with McCann.
I think even if it was that, I think he probably felt insulted, man. I think it's more than just that he wasn't getting a job. I think he was mad that he couldn't get a good job after what he did for the Dolphins, man. Because again, even if he had got like with Jacksonville, I mean, I hope Jacksonville would have hired him, but like at the same time, he probably looked at it like, why does he have to get a shitty ass job after what he did for Miami?
I know that's fucked up. Cause look, if that's the case, Marvin Lewis should be the maddest coach in the world. He'd be like, nigga, until this year, the Bengals wasn't shit. The only time the Bengals
but he had to take a bad job. I mean, he had to go to the Browns. But he had to take a BS job after that.
That's true, but look, why did he even have to go to the Bengals after he made the greatest defense of all time? Let's think about it. He was the architect of the Ravens defense. He was.
Actually, that's true. Yeah, that's the only type of jobs they can get, man.
Hey, look, and then the case against the Giants. The Giants barely had a black quarterback. They had one, Geno Smith. Now they said, look, because a friend of mine's a Giants fan, y'all. He said, "Oh, we're never gonna be good." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because we too racist. We ain't never have a black quarterback." He forgot that he said Geno Smith didn't play the whole season.
He didn't. He started like 2 games.
That's what he told
me. Geno quick on the Giants though, bro. And Geno's good. I went to high school with Geno. Geno's good, and they pulled the plug on him quick, man. The narrative started coming around. I think it came from the Giants media that he just wasn't good. And I'm like, now mind you, I'm not gonna say make it sound like he was no top quarterback, but that was a very short leash that they gave him, man, considering what he did in college, man.
No, DSA, Geno was drafted by the Jets, but he ended up playing 2 games starting for the Jets.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, see, he played 2 games starting for the Giants during the Eli transition. It wasn't like he started the season the starting quarterback. Do you realize Geno is not only the only starting quarterback for the Giants, fellas, but he the only backup black that they ever had, too. They never had a black quarterback at all, basically.
But what about the Jets, though? How many black quarterbacks did the Jets had?
Michael Vick, Geno Smith. They had a couple of black quarterbacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Jets had a couple of black. Because I was going through it looking like, I was like, who ain't court? John Elway just got the Broncos their first black quarterback.
Oh, Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
But I got a question.
What's up, bro?
It's in the too early, the 2010. Why are we still having first?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
We still having first.
Right. I mean, think about it. If you go back to my age, fellas, I'm dating myself. Do y'all realize how happy I was as like a 8 or 9 year old when I saw Randall Cunningham and Warren Moon in preseason for the first time?
That's how I became a Tennessee Titans fan, a Houston Oilers fan. Warren Moon.
That's how y'all became my secondary team. That's how everything Houston became my motherfucker. That's how I became into Houston music. Because I love the fact that they had Warren Moon. Just that I seen a black quarterback. And then Randall Cunningham. All of y'all in Philly. Why do I got a little affinity for Philly? Randall Cunningham. They had black quarterbacks. Vince Young for the Raiders. Doug Williams. Slim. I grew up waiting for a year where it'd be a whole bunch of black quarterbacks and we finally get our break. Here is 2022, they saying the same shit that they were saying in 1987 about Randall Cunningham.
Bro, you see how they do Lamar, dog. They still try to make it seem like Lamar can't throw up to now, man. They still trying to call the man a running back.
They keep saying they done figured him out. They keep saying, hold on. Patrick Mahomes is the number one quarterback in the league. Period.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They said after that Josh Allen game, is this the passing of the torch?
Right.
Like for what?
Look, and don't you find it ironic that the reason that motherfucker lost is because he played like a white quarterback?
Yep. Instead of doing what he do.
Joe Burrow played more like a black quarterback than him in that game. He escaped the rush. He ran for like 40 yards. He broke a few tackles and shit, did a juke move. Patrick Mahomes wouldn't even run for no yards.
Josh Allen is a black quarterback in a white boy body.
That's what I'm saying. If you noticing, our style of play is ruling the day. Their best quarterbacks have to play our style of play.
Yep.
No, I mean,
still having a conversation about black quarterbacks.
Nah, bro. Like the thing is, you still see it, and with Lamar, you see it. Like the thing I love about Lamar, I would even talk to other brothers about this, man, and they'll say, man, Lamar got to be able to throw it, right? Like Herbert and Josh Allen, man. Like, and I'm like, bro, wait a minute, bro. Let's look at it objectively. Now, mind you, I agree, Lamar has to be better, man. But what's up with this narrative? He can't throw. He has a 64 completion percentage. Josh Allen has 65. Justin Herbert has 63. So I mean, like you're saying it like, oh nah, but he be missing throws like these other guys don't. It's like something about when Lamar misses a throw, these guys make it seem like that's all who he is. These other guys miss throws, and you know it's just part of being a quarterback, I guess, man. Unless when it comes to Lamar, Lamar has literally, if you look at his yards per attempt, what he actually does, he's a proven quarterback. He's struggling with zero blitz right now. For the same way we could say Patrick Mahomes was struggling with a cover 2, Justin Herbert with the cover 4. Everybody gonna have something they struggle with. But you notice when it comes to certain quarterbacks, when they struggle, they're done. That's it, man. We need to move on. We need to figure out somebody else that can actually do. Bro, Lamar got a 75% winning percentage, though. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say, bro. For people to really buy into this narrative, he can't play quarterback. This man wins 75% of his games, man.
But look, it's not about that though. It's about what. See, the NFL. What I've noticed about the NFL, their style of coaching is like this. We don't coach to your talent. Your talent supposed to fit my scheme. If everybody schemes up a motherfucking white boy scheme, though, it'll never be a need for a running quarterback. You see what I'm saying? If everybody's scheming the same thing, I mean, they make it seem like it's impossible. Now, how does a guy come from college? Let's take a RG3, y'all. Come from college. He done threw for 4,000 and ran for like 1,500. And then he get to the pros, and then the pro go, I don't know what to do. We don't know how to use. Is he a receiver? Huh? I don't understand that.
Well, you did. Well, RG3, his thing was like that was more so like RG3. I feel like they did that to I think that more apropos for Lamar. Because with RG3, he was the one who was like, I don't want to run. I don't want to be no runner. I want to stay in the pocket.
That was his father and them cooning and buck dash. but what I'm saying is this. This what I'm saying. The pro level is supposed to be the highest level, correct? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why is it that when a quarterback has so much success against the same players who were in college and all of that, Why can't he duplicate that success in the pros? Because a coach can't make up. The rules are not no different. None of that. Why can't a coach make up
more
a
lenient?
Yeah. Why can't they make up a scheme that actually works in the pros for that same skill set?
Bro,
You hear what I'm saying, man?
Yeah,
the only
seeing it
thing
now.
I can say is the game slows down. That's it.
Nah, but we look at guys that they go back and they get stuff from high school, they get stuff from college. The thing is, the only team that really like did that and said, "Hey, we're gonna try to build our offense around a guy," was like the Ravens, and they had a lot of success with it. And really, if you watch the playoffs, because like the playoffs kill me because they say, "Oh man, they get away from what they do in the regular season in the playoffs." They're the ones that literally veer away from what they do, what makes them good in the playoffs, in comparison to the regular season. If they literally stick with the same blueprint and be consistent, they would have won more in the playoffs in comparison to in the way they win the regular season. They deviate because they try to turn. I don't know why they try to have Lamar be something he's not in the playoffs, and then they don't end up winning, man.
Whoever this Cracker Covington is, I don't agree with no stupid shit like that. Because if the elite had caught up to him, he still wouldn't be breaking runs and getting his man. He ain't the MVP because there are other quarterbacks who are just as good, or if not better.
Who the hell was the receiver he was throwing to? Name
right. And then he said RG3 was good for 6 games. Dumbass. They were 12-4 and won a playoff game. I'm just saying. Maybe you need to go back and smoke your meth with this timeout.
Hey, you know how I'm gonna break this whole thing. Remember Carson Wentz and how he had one good season where he did win MVP, got hurt, and really hasn't been good since. And everyone just kept making excuses. Oh, it's his offensive line. It's this. It's that. It's all these different reasons why backup came in and did better with the team than he did, right? But you look at Lamar, loses offensive lineman. Ronnie Stanley goes down what seems like damn near every year now. Loses all his running backs. His receiver leads the league in drops. No excuses. But you have these other guys come in, bro. If Aaron Rodgers loses one goddamn left tackle, this man is not supposed to be able to win, man. It's all over. Meanwhile, Lamar is literally the team. He's literally the one carrying these guys to win 75% of them. And y'all trying to talk about some of the league figuring them out. Bro, he's struggling with zero blitz, man. He's going to get a chance to come back and figure that out too, bro. He struggled his first year with zone as well. And in his second year, he started tearing up zone, man. This guy gets better every year. And we're all going to act we literally see him getting better every year, but we're going to pretend it's not happening. Meanwhile, he's literally losing players and having guys like Hollywood Brown and Mark Andrews, who loves dropping passes in big moments. But they can do that. It don't matter. It's all Lamar's fault.
Hey, somebody just typed facts. All the Ravens wide outs were drop waters. And then you just said that man loves to drop. Jeff, the man don't love to drop passes, do it?
Bro, it's true. I like Hollywood Brown, man. He can be big. This dude's like 5'8", $120, man. I'm being hyperbolic, but the dude, he's not no real number one receiver, though. He's a midget, but he's not no Tyreek. He doesn't create, especially after the catch separation like Tyreek. He's not that. He's a solid number 2, number 3 guy who loves dropping passes, man. You just got to keep it a bug. Same thing with Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews, he's a really good tight end, one of the better tight ends in the league. But this man loves dropping passes, especially in big moments. Come on, man, we got to keep it a buck, man. And then we hear Lamar can't throw when these niggas dropping passes.
Covington, no, you can't have your white ass opinion on here. Fuck you and everything you stand for. Get off this channel. I didn't ask you to come here. Don't want you to come here. Don't want nobody to know you to come here. Don't want nobody to know somebody that know you. Nobody. No, we don't want you here. Now, you putting these bullshit 16 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. How many rushing yards and rushing touchdowns? How many of them damn passes hit receivers in the hands and ricochet in defenders' chest? like Patrick Mahomes this year. For real, I saw that shit. Patrick Mahomes got more ricochet interceptions than anybody I've ever seen.
Bro, if any team, any quarterback, right, not named Lamar, right, lost the amount of players he lost this year, they would get a complete pass, though. Lamar's the only one, despite the drops, despite losing all three running backs and his offensive line and not having a good receiving corps, none of that matters. You still expect him to win. But at the same time, he's not that good. Make it make sense, man.
You can't.
You can't.
Because you got a quarterback like Baker Mayfield out here, and they still believing in this motherfucker. But you wanna say that somebody like Lamar Jackson is washed up or they didn't figure him out or he ain't no good. What the fuck is a Baker Mayfield?
Let's keep it a buck. If Lamar had Baker Mayfield roster, he would won a Super Bowl already. Come on, man.
No.
Baker Mayfield couldn't even go to the playoffs with Odell Beckham or Nick Chubb.
Let's keep
Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb,
and Jarvis Landry. I'm about to say, not just him. You got to put them running backs and Jarvis Landry. Look, if Kareem Hunt was still on the motherfucking Chiefs, they wouldn't have had the problem they had this last week. Now, would they?
True. Kareem Hunt is a flat out ball. You're talking about it on the other side. Bro, the Browns got one of the deepest rosters in the league, man. Come on, bro. Baker Mayfield, this man can't win a game unless his running backs is rushing for 100 yards. Lamar, he got to be the one rushing for 100 yards and passing. Come on, man.
Look what Amadi just wrote. Allen didn't become good until he got dead. I'm glad he did that. Because let me touch on this.
Mm-hmm.
Burrow was on his way to being a bust until he got chased. He lobbied the team to draft Jamar Chase. And now look at him. Look, a quarterback only as good as the motherfuckers he throwing the ball to. Now, when you give me somebody the caliber, look, he was doing good with Sammy Watkins earlier.
Thank you. Until what? Sammy Watkins got hurt too, man.
Like all the time.
Come on, man. He was making Sammy Watkins look good early on in the year, and then he started pressing because everybody went out, bro. We gotta have the context, man. Aaron Rodgers, you took away I'm forgetting you take away Devontae. I can't win now. Come on, bro. Like, come on. And yeah, we're just supposed to understand that because he's not gone. He's not off the field. They're just doubling him, so you can't use him. You gotta go to other people. I can't score more than 10 points. Come on, dog. Come on, man.
You think about it. Thank you, Tia, for mentioning Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's production went up this year when he got a receiver.
Yeah.
So you can't just hurl these accusations at Lamar Jackson when right now the best player he got to throw to is a slow ass tight end. Let's be honest. Mark Andrews gets open because of scheme and size, not because of his athletic ability and his fleet of foot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's a solid tight end, man. He's a good tight end. But, bro, any other quarterback had that, we'll be saying how they don't have enough, man. Well, Lamar, we just like, bro, this guy was winning games with dudes that came off their couch, man. With running backs that got off their couch to come play with him, bro. They brought back Le'Veon Bell to play with. That's how down and out they were, bro. Not to mention all the pieces they lost on their defense, and he still, until he got hurt, still had them winning. Still had them in a chance for the playoffs, bro. I don't understand, bro. Baker Mayfield, this man lost like one offensive lineman. It was trash for the whole year, man.
That's true. I mean,
and he's supposed to be a thrower of the football. He's supposed to be the prototypical quarterback, but he's not as accurate as Lamar Jackson. But hey, let's give Baker another year, man. Come on now.
If he could stay away from the police or alcohol, Johnny Manziel probably still be in the league.
Jared Goff.
Bro, yeah. I'm not supposed to want a guy like Lamar Jackson. I can have small hands, Jared Goff, man.
I'm just sitting back. I can keep going. Like it's multiple quarterbacks that's just still that's in the league right now that has a job, but they always talk about quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes or Kyler Murray or even Russell Wilson for that matter. But you still got Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield in the league. My quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, look what he did. He threw a pick in the first play of the game, threw a pick first play of the half, threw a pick to end the game.
Bro,
we had a Super Bowl winning team, but you got quarterbacks like that still in the league. So you
bro,
know what I'm saying?
Ryan Tannehill was winning games throwing like 10 passes, dog. Literally, this is what I'm talking about, man.
He wasn't winning games. Derrick Henry was winning games.
I'm about to say my cousin was winning games, running his ass off. Little cuz was running his motherfucker ass off.
And what I would ask the Lamar haters, man, y'all mean to tell me if Lamar went to Tennessee right now, you don't think they'll be good? You look at him and say, man, Lamar can't throw, man. Come on now. Because Ryan Tannehill will do a better job than Lamar Jackson. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to stop with this dumb shit, man.
Right.
We'd have won a fucking Super Bowl.
Somebody just said, look, Curry Collins, white supremacist, alcoholic ass, he damn sure called for Musha Muhammad and Steve Smith. He damn sure needed him. So y'all stop with this motherfucker. Oh, Lamar, he just got figured out. The league know what to do with him. Yeah, because it's a one-sided thing. We know shut Lamar down and they can't do nothing. And still they find a way to win.
I'm going to tell you, y'all lucky Nathan Peterman still ain't in the league.
I think he's still in the league backing somebody up.
Who the fuck want Nathan Peterman to back him up?
I thought Peterman was in the Texans.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's still in the league as a backup, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
Bro, you know how these guys get extra time, man. You know how it is, bro. Like, to go back, I don't remember exactly how long it was with Gino, bro, but it felt like he got a year to be good before they gave up on him. Meanwhile, you got these guys like Jared Goff. They're still trying to figure out if he good or not. He's not. Same thing with Baker Mayfield. All these dudes that they get years upon years to be average, man.
Bro, Kirk Cousins is still in the league, dog.
That's what I'm telling you. And I'm telling, that's why I'm telling somebody. They talk about Kaepernick going to Minnesota. Dude, watch like I tell you. Kirk Cousins is staying in Minnesota.
Nigga, they trying to trade Jimmy Garoppolo.
Bro. Yo, look how long it took.
I'm gonna tell you what's real bad. Ryan Fitzpatrick is still in the fucking league. He's the Redskins quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on, wait. They changed their name. He's the Commanders quarterback.
The Commanders. That's a wild ass name.
Yeah. But you know,
everybody in the city walk around looking at each other like, who the fuck voted for that?
Yo, man. But yo, all right, y'all boys. I'm gonna hop out on this one, man.
Be safe, Jeff. Be safe,
Andy
bro.
Dalton is still in the league before you get up out of here.
Who else in the league, bro?
So we can go down the list. You know what I'm saying? We can literally go down the list. You know, of quarterbacks that people want to sit there and talk about how bad Lamar Jackson is, but you got quarterbacks like Sam Darnold in the league, Andy Dalton. What's the motherfucker in the Giants? Jones.
Daniel Jones, and then Daniel the bum behind him.
Yeah, you got terrible quarterbacks. Tua Tagovailoa ain't no good quarterback, but Brian Flores made him look decent. I give him that.
Taylor Heineke is still,
you know, but y'all want to say Lamar Jackson, man, get the fuck out of here. Carson Wentz.
Look at this. Hey, somebody said, look how quick. Well, if you really think about it, bro, everybody that got their comeuppance. Everybody. I mean, think about it. Everybody did some coon shit. Cam Newton. It's over for him. It's over for Brian Flores. It's anybody who went out of their way to buck that. Most of them not in the league.
What was the receiver for the Cowboys?
Was it Dez? Dez Bryant.
Bryant.
He's look, he up here. I mean, now I should have spoke my truth for how I was disrespected. Yeah, you coon ass nigga, but you talked about Colin Kaepernick. Look, motherfucker Michael Vick was talking about Kaepernick need to cut his hair if he want to get another motherfucking chance. And what happened to him? Now that nigga's on first things first, getting cussed out by Nick Wright. I mean, come on, man.
Nick Wright of all people.
Nick, now you out here working for Nick Wright. You just, look, really, Tom is still the GOAT, but now you buck dancing on first thing first. Look, that nigga wake up call is strong, man. Strong. Ray Lewis, where he at, bro? What happened to Ray Lewis? Where Ray Lewis at?
He ain't even on TV, is he?
Right, you never see. Remember Ray Lewis was all on TV, so y'all.
That nigga took 2 knees.
Right.
I'll never forget that.
That nigga, man, I was lighting that nigga up doing them impressive videos for years, getting thousands of views. I think some of them Jones Ray Lewis got taken off of motherfucker the internet, man. I was lighting his ass up. Then he just disappeared. I said, hey, y'all, I think I took Ray Lewis. Bruh. But yeah, man, like I say, I don't watch football like I used to. Like you said, I kind of fell back into watching a couple of games, and then as soon as that happened, this happened, which made me realize why I wasn't watching shit in the first place. Now, another thing I'm going to get into, Mac, before we get out of here. What about Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J? They going to be buck dancing at the halftime show at the Super Bowl. I won't be watching that shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be buck dancing. They're going out there to get that check. And you know, if they drop an album after the Kendrick gonna drop that album right after them, and he's gonna sell like a motherfucker.
Jay-Z set this shit up.
Yeah.
There you go. Come out here and cut a jig for a whole bunch of white boys. Chill. And you know what Dre said. You know what Dre said, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You call Snoop. I'm on my way.
I'm there.
Y'all know what happened. Y'all know that, man. Look, the motherfucking the halftime buck dance show.
Yeah,
you sure they getting paid? Because remember, Jay-Z said they doing this to showcase artists. So I'm more on what you said might be right, definitely. That they are going to, in the end, promote an album that's coming out with all of them. I think this is promotion.
I agree.
I think there's some promote. I think that because the shit Jay-Z. Well, again, this is Snoop, Eminem, Mary J. So yeah, I agree with you again. Yeah, they gonna Dre gonna get some kind of money, but they might tell Dre, look, nigger, we've already given you $1 billion. Now you better shut up before we lock you up in front of your house again. Preston Jr. talk about Dre better not say some shit like the NFL keeping heads ringing. Yeah, that's gonna be on the concussion movie. The game sounds bitter being left out. The game was supposed to be there too. That shit is crazy.
Breaking news: Hue Jackson alleges team offered bonuses to Tank. That's what they're about to use this for. They're about to use all this.
Hue Jackson did what?
Hue Jackson alleges team offer bonuses for tanking.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, it's about to be some shit.
So what we said earlier was true, folks. You heard it on this motherfucking platform that this is why black coaches end up with a losing record. They're offered money for tanking.
Yep. This is how they make their money.
But the thing is this is the kicker. On the flip side, they fire the black coaches for losing. That's the thing. They get a bonus for tanking, and then I want you to think about it, y'all. Every black coach that has a losing record, their team about to get a high draft pick, they normally never there for draft pick. Marvin Lewis is the only one I can remember that was there. Like Carson Wentz, he was there for that. I mean, Carson Palmer, he was there for that. It was certain players he was there for. Most black coaches don't be there for their big draft pick.
I'm gonna tell you some wild shit. So I've been looking. I've been really looking because I don't like Marcellus Wilder or Emmanuel Acho because
I can't stand this motherfucking coon.
Marcellus Wilder was straight when he was on ESPN. As soon as he go to Fox, that nigga turned into what's your boy?
Whitlock. Ain't he another Whitlock? That nigga puts on big ass tattoo. I'm gonna eat me some butter biscuits. I don't care what none of y'all say.
Yep. Well, I've been looking all day to see if they was gonna say something about this Brian Flores lawsuit. They ain't nothing came out about Speak for Yourself in that lawsuit. Like nothing.
No, because that nigga. So that nigga coon.
They done kept this nigga quiet, so you know it's something up.
Gay. This nigga's a coon.
Yeah.
This nigga's a big old coon. He don't want to say. But never one of them want to say nothing about it.
Yeah. Not one.
Marvin Lewis was talking on TV today, talking to Grubber, and he said that he had a bullshit interview one time where the Carolina Panthers had called him in. The Carolina Panthers called him in, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not going because Adam Schefter just said Friday they're gonna hire John Fox. So they called. He called. So Marvin Lewis had called. Who he said he had called? He had called somebody, and they assured him that no, that ain't the truth. Come on in, and he flew in that Wednesday. He said, and that Friday they was announcing John Fox, the head coach.
Yeah. I ain't know.
Whitlock said that what's his name don't deserve another job.
Who?
Whitlock said Brian Flores don't deserve another job. Damn. God damn. I just said he an opportunist and a motherfucker. He an opportunist and he might not be the right messenger. But I ain't say no shit like that. Yeah, I ain't saying no shit like that. Shit, stay ready. What you about to go? You about to do your job with Cadillac Red?
We did it already. About to get ready to do the Smoke City tonight.
Damn. Oh, okay. You about to be in Smoke City?
Yeah, you coming on?
Yeah, I might get in there today. See what the folks
I'm gonna ask him, is he gonna talk about the Brian Flores in there?
Yeah.
I think on Smoke City tonight we need to really get into a deep dive in that, not just boxing. It's a lot going on in boxing, but I think we need to get in a deep dive.
Yeah, we need to get into that because kind of what Brian Flores doing to Terrence Crawford, if you really think about it.
Damn, you mother, bro, you so fucking right. I ain't even think about that shit. You fucking right, because that's that. You man.
That's why I'm your brother. That's why I'm your
Bro,
brother.
I swear to God, you the wrong messenger, right? Shit, all this shit you been doing, this motherfucker talk shit. I done built the house, but y'all don't know Aram Hart. Now you want to sue, man? Get the fuck out of here. You so fucking right. Dog, I'm bringing that shit up tonight. I don't give a damn if you talk
Yes,
about it or not.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God damn.
Had to put that out there for you. Even if I don't, man, I want you to definitely put that. Be like, hold on, look. Right now, Terrence Crawford is the Brian Flores of boxing. It's the truth. What he's saying is true, but you done did so much buck dancing and cooning before this, man. I don't know if you can be the one to say this shit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, family, we about to get up out of here, bro. Hey, y'all know to subscribe to my brother Stay Ready Boxing.
Man, yeah, y'all come through, man.
Hell yeah, y'all know, and y'all already know his motto. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready, man.
Exactly. So there you go. Y'all got the understanding, man. So we're going to get on out of here, man. LDBC, love to y'all. Thank you for all of y'all in the chat. Much love. And I'll see you on Smoke City, bro.
All right, bro. Peace out.
Bet. Peace.